Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of My World, My Playground. I know this title sounds like it's a bit like high class, controlling, but it's none of that. It's more like a, hey, you got put into this world, do whatever you want with it, you know? And this is something you kind of have to learn. Because you don't know the boundaries yet, you don't know how far you can take it until see what I'm talking about? My world, my playground. I choose. I have fun. This is how I put mini games into my life. And it might endanger other people, but it's never a real type of danger. But this is what I enjoy. This is what gets me going. Just out there, playing pranks. All those mini stuff being in someone's head. Just cause why not? But that's just me. That's how I entertain myself. Because it's an evil world we live in. Therefore, you need some type of route, escape, just to keep your head straight whenever you're growing up. Especially if you had a bad past and like traumatic event happening to you. You just gotta find some way to cope. And today I wanted to talk about how I made my life enjoyable. I made up a lot of mini games throughout my whole life just to keep my brain going, like always have something else to think about or play, I guess. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, yeah, let's start where, like, when I was younger, like in high school or like even before high school. I loved everything that was related to martial arts and all that stuff. You have to be fast and you need good reflexes, or else you can know the technique, but if you don't pull out the technique at the right time, you're gonna get bliked either way. So to practice my reflex throughout my whole life, it would be like situations where you drop something and you try to catch it before it goes down. While practicing more and more, it evolved to when you drop something. Let's say you have your phone in a pizza slice in your hand. Are you going to let go of the pizza to try and catch your phone? Or are you simply gonna let your phone go down, drop it, this way you don't have to pick up pizza after? Me, in that situation, because I've been put through it a lot, not saying that I eat a lot, but you've had food and phone at your hand a lot of time, yes, that's normal. So I would probably let my phone go down and try and catch it with my foot. At least make the landing smoother. I take the damage, the fall damage. My phone is just gonna be sliding on the ground. Fine, no problem. But you have to practice for that. It's not like given. You might try, it might work the first time, but how consistent are you? Like, it's little games like that that I keep count in my head, where I'm like, I give myself points, or not actual points, but it's like, yeah, you did that. Like I remember thinking about, at that exact moment, my phone is dropping. What do I do? And I don't know, I like it. I like that feeling of knowing that I thought about it in that moment also. So now you may ask, how does that make my life more enjoyable? I don't know. It all circles down at the end. I swear it makes sense. It makes sense at the end of the day. You're just better, and after that, it's not gonna be phone against pizza slice. It's more gonna be like, okay, should I jump out the car or should I just, you know, those type of reflection when you're in the need for a fast decision. This is when you're gonna know what's more important, what's less important. So yeah, that started around like, let's say 6th grade. There was a point in my life where I was like, in like, I'd say 2nd grade of high school, I just reset myself. I was like, okay, I definitely don't know who I am. I need to know exactly what I like. There's stuff I already had like a no-go zone because I'm just learning, seeing what it does to people. I just don't want to try it. I don't even want to be put in a position where I turn out like that person, because my idols growing up wasn't really, if I wanted to do good in my book, I would have to do the complete opposite. That's what's given to me. I just had to make up with what I had, to be honest with you. But apart from that, when I started that journey, I couldn't say no to any food. Like I have to try new food. People that don't try new food, I don't get it. You don't even know if you actually like it or not. Whether it smells bad or wrong. Somebody's gonna tell you it's good, somebody's gonna tell you it's bad. As long as nobody tells you it's gonna kill you instantly, try it. Even if it does, the thrill. No, I'm joking. Don't take that risk, but this is what I mean by you need to try it at least once. Not for everything. I'm just saying food is something normal to try once every time. Oh yeah, the concept of cringe started there also. Because you know when somebody honks when you're crossing the road or whatever. I don't like when I'm crossing the street, my buddy flinched and there's like 6 cars each on each side just looking at me. I don't like that. Therefore, I practiced to never flinch when I heard a honk. So every time I would walk by a car that honks, I wouldn't even turn my head and I wouldn't flinch at all. So the good thing about that is that I wasn't flinching anymore. I didn't turn my head anymore when the car honked at me. But the bad side of that is that when a car honked at me, I never turned around. So it would take like 2 to 3 times for you to honk at me It would take 2 or 3 times for me to actually turn around. Yeah, these are the type of stuff where I was like, I don't like how I feel about it, so let me work on it and be better about it. It was more like a mini game where I could improve on, because I could see the clear like evolution of my reaction that became reactionless. It might mean nothing to somebody else. It's just like, bro, just flinching, who cares? Well, we are not the same, and it's fine this way. Also, if you do have some of them, I want to hear like the little mini quiz that you give yourself that might seem useless, but you still do it. If anyone does that, make sure to leave them in the comments. Yes, I did those stuff because maybe later in life it would translate to something greater and help me do better. And I think it does, honestly. Apart from that, I also learned a lot of like party tricks type stuff. Like, wait, like, I don't want to drop it on my feet, that hurts. Yes, I don't know if you could see it, but I did it. I did it. Now for the next segment. Everyone has a bucket list, but mine is filled with bad stuff that could happen to you. I'll give you an example, like getting a nosebleed or breaking your arm. These are bad stuff, but if you think about it, something bad happens and your brain is going to reward you simply because it's on your bucket list. I glitched the system in my brain. So every time something bad happens, to me it's like, cha-ching, it's done. Actually, let me list you off. Like, I think I have like 4 or 5 on my list right now. So getting a nosebleed and breaking my arm is on it, because being a kid, you always wanted like the armored, I don't even know how to call this, but you had the thing where you could sign your name on it and everyone could also. That was cool. I never got that shine in my life and while I was in elementary school. Kevin, I had all the girls around him, man. Kevin. That's 2 of them. The other one was a car crash and passing out. So what I can check off my list of these 4 right now is car crash and passing out. The passing out story was pretty, like, it was just me being dumb. We went out skiing and throughout the whole day I didn't drink water. Therefore, once we came back from skiing, we went directly in a jacuzzi. Once I got out, it was way too hot. My head was just spinning and I was just like, I tapped my friend's shoulder and I'm just like, bro, I'm going to pass out right now. And he's like, what? Are you joking? And I'm just like, nah, I'm seriously gonna pass out. So I knew him exactly as I say. And I asked my friend how I went down. He explains to me after saying that I was gonna pass out. I fall to the ground. I get back up halfway. I fall back down again. and this is when I gain consciousness. I wake up and the first thing I say is I scream finally, because to me it's just I checked it off my bucket list. So this is why I think you should also have those type of stuff in your bucket list. Your bucket list, because it's like a lose-win situation. Why not, instead of being a lose-lose situation where you're like, what the hell happened? Oh my god, that was scary. No, oh my god, that was scary, but I checked it off my bucket list. I'm having fun. And for the car crash story, I stayed up for like 48 hours. It's like 4 a.m. at the red light. I'm thinking I can take a little nap. That nap, I wake up, I run into 1, 2, 3 poles, and the third one, you know, there's like a cable attached to like the electrical lamppost. Half of my car goes on it, therefore my car just flips over on its side. So I just take off my seatbelt and I jump in the passenger window, since it got broken also with the impact. So now I'm just standing over my car and there's music playing still, and I think it was Robb Banks and LilUzi's song. I know I should be in shock, but I look down and it's like, yo, that happened. So I just jump off my car, walk away because my car is leaking, so I'm just like, whoa, something. I'm scared it might blow up also. I don't know how that works. Like, there was an old man walking by that comes by and checks up on me to see if I'm okay, and then another guy from another street hears like the crash and he comes running towards us and everything to make sure I'm okay, everything, asks me if I'm hurt somewhere, just making sure I lay down on the bench just because I shouldn't move too much. Maybe my rib had something or brain concussion. I shouldn't move pretty much. And the whole time I'm just like, no, I'm fine, no worries. Like, I don't have nothing. And I look up on my shirt and I had like this small, and I had the smallest blood splat. I shit you not, the smallest blood splat ever. And I'm just like, oh, like I have this little thing, but it doesn't seem like much. Like, it didn't seem like I had glass either in my chest or my stomach or nothing. Yeah, so pretty much they're like, yeah, you should go to the ER either way, because even though you look perfectly fine and nothing hurts, we never know the adrenaline. We still want to check up on your ribs because you might have something but you just don't feel it right now. And I'm just like, hey, you guys know what you're doing, might as well just take me there. I hope if I don't have to pay, like, I don't know, whatever amount, because I'm just trying to go home and sleep pretty much. So I have to go to the ER. I go, they check up on me, do scans, nothing at all. I'm thankful for that. I knew nothing was gonna happen because it wasn't a bucket list. I can't put something on my bucket list and die, or else who's gonna check mark it, you know? You guys can bend the rule. This is what I'm saying. My world, my playground. This is how I live. By then I didn't call anyone. I didn't call my family either. I don't want to call my mom because, or else she's just gonna get stressed out. Get on site while I'm still telling her everything is fine. She would have to take a taxi to come by and such, and I'm just like, come on, we can save that $30 taxi. Like, so I didn't say a thing. So as soon as I get home, it's like 7 a.m. and she sees me arrive without my car and my friend is bringing me. She's like, what the fuck happened? What happened? And I'm just like, oh, everything is fine. I got in a car crash, but I'm fine. There's nothing. I already went to the ER and everything. She's like super thankful, and like 2 seconds after she just switches, just like, you didn't call me? And I'm just like, I didn't want to stress you out. And she's like, but you didn't call me. All that, like, I get the talk, but I think I have the right. I feel like I had the right to just make sure everything is okay before calling for help. This way she doesn't stress about it Like she got a shock at the moment, yeah, but I'm doing fine at the end of the day. That was very cute of her. I love her for that, to be honest. So I want to thank you guys for watching the first episode of My World, My Playground. This series is gonna turn around mostly about me, obviously, because it's my world, my playground. But I just want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you could leave a comment about, I don't know, a funny story, or like I said before, a mini quiz that you have, a small quiz that you have about yourself that you keep working on that seems useless. I want to hear about it. But apart from that, thanks again for watching, and before hitting the like and subscribe button, make sure to take off your gloves. This way we keep in touch. Thank you.